the bloody crisis in Venezuela. Here's the latest there. The United States today ordered the expulsion of 3 Venezuelan diplomats from Washington in a tit-for-tat, a response to the move by Venezuela. It's the latest ripple effect as anti-government protesters take to the barricades against the country's socialist government. CNN's Carl Penhall is reporting for us from Caracas. Carl?
These protests have been going on for 3 weeks now, Wolf, and all the time the opposition is trying to shift tactics to force its challenge to the socialist presidency of Nicolas Maduro. And we've seen this week the start of a new tactic that is throwing up barricades. Even the wealthier middle classes are joining this street fight.
More wreckage to fortify opposition lines. Caracas's wealthier east side was blockaded Monday. Anti-government activists responding to the Twitter hashtag Day of the Barricades.
No quiero hacer colas, no quiero que me secuestren.
I don't want to wait in food lines, I don't want to be kidnapped, I'm a hostage in my own home, she says. Scores of picket lines sprang up. The opposition seems to be beefing up its bid to topple Venezuela's socialist government. Outrage at soaring crime and a tanking economy triggered protests. Things are falling apart and we have to save the country. We have to get out on the streets because it's the only way, she says. But it's not only the middle classes up in arms.
This is a working class neighbourhood and should be a natural support base for the socialist government. But the people here say that they're fed up, they're turning against President Maduro and joining the opposition.
We'll be here till President Maduro leaves power, she says. But across on the city's poorer west side, there are few signs government loyalists are deserting en masse. Pro-regime motorcycle clubs, just the latest core group to show public support for President Nicolas Maduro. The president insists the opposition is trying to stage a US-funded coup attempt. The right-wing extremists are being marginalized in Venezuela, and it's us, the revolutionaries, who are getting support from other countries, the president said. Not all opposition protesters agree on the changing tactics, especially since the barricades are in the opposition's own neighborhoods. This is one of the most controversial tactics, a nylon washing line. They've strung it across the road and they'll pull it tight. They aim to bring down what they say are government thugs riding motorcycles aiming to terrorize their neighborhood. Homemade tire shredders too.
Pero los colectivos de ellos están todos armados.
The pro-government loyalists are armed and we aren't, so we're shielding behind barricades and wait for them to arrive, he says. As the day wore on, there was no word of serious clashes, but the battle lines have been drawn.
Happening now, a Situation Room special report.